Did you see the video that was on Instagram going around? It's from a La Quinta hotel in Miami, and if you're watching the blaze, watch the screen. I'll describe what's happening. This person is checking into a hotel, and there's a check in and out right here.
Two, just in case I lose one.
This is a guy on a screen in the lobby. There's nobody.
Please wait while we process your registration form.
Okay.
Please note that we have a strict policy of no smoking, no pets, and no visitors allowed in any of our guest rooms.
So it's all automated. There's not a real person at the front desk at all. There's nobody at the front desk. That is just bizarre.
Is it AI or is it like an actual guy?
No, I think that's an actual guy. I don't know if he's in America or not, but it's an actual guy someplace. And in the video, the guy's like, "Are you even in the hotel?" And he's like, "No, sir, we're not. There's nobody here. It just need you to do this." And it prints, it gives you, spits out your key and everything else.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Sorry about the glare, people. I am outside doing the video. Just had an emergency with my car, so I just took my car in for an emergency. But I was doodling and I found out this video by Glenn Beck talking about AI, computers, Chat GPT 4 and Chat GPT 5. I found it interesting. I want to share that with you. In that particular segment, you literally saw the person was at a hotel. Well, the people were at a hotel wanting to check in. And as they were attempting to check in, of course, they're met with a computer that does everything. Have you guys experienced anything like that? This seems to be, without a doubt, where people are going economically. To literally, where companies are going economically, no doubt. Keep the labor costs down and everything else. I'm at the point now that the sale of labor costs, the actual sale and excuse of labor costs, that's what it is. It's an excuse. I do believe the Antichrist, he wants us to be at this point where there are less people working and he has more control. And put in the comment section, let me know what you think. I want to explore a few ideas here. Chat GPT. Now, this video goes also into, there are governments, get this, governments, particularly in Sweden, where the Prime Minister of Sweden and his associates and other people in power in governments around the world are using ChatGPT for consultation purposes. Now that blew me away. I want to say this. I've always said that if you have a car and somebody's trying to steal it, it's possible to steal it, because if it's man-made, it can be then man-exploited. So no matter how sophisticated your alarm is, the people who created it, there might be a back door to get to it. I feel the same thing is true for computers in general and Chat GPT. And I just want to explore something. I want to show you guys what I dug up. Like I said, I got a little time on my hands, so I dug some stuff up. Let me see, one of the first things I dug up was this. Prime Minister of Sweden. Sweden Prime Minister, that's his name, UIF. Christensen has admitted to using AI tools like ChatGPT for a second opinion on political matters, a practice that has been met with both criticism and support. He and his colleagues are AI regularly to gain different perspectives and challenge their own ideas. Purpose, according to Christensen, his use of AI is to explore different viewpoints and to ensure the government is not suffering from group think. His spokesman noted that the AI is used more as a ballpark reference rather than for sensitive information. tools. He has publicly mentioned using both the American developed ChatGPT and the French service LeChat. If your company is using something like that, let me know. This is real interesting. And I looked this up because I see this is a trend in social media as well. Yes, AI can write and even generate full videos as an assistant for content creators, streaming tasks from brainstorming to post-production. While AI accelerates repetitive processes, creators still play a crucial role in providing creative direction and adding the authentic human touch that resonates with audiences. Now, I went to this because, I use, like you and I, we use AI often for research. And I found some kinks in AI about 6 months ago when I was doing some research that I had to keep Googling until I found out that it agreed with what I thought was true. So I Googled today, AI has been reported to, let me see, here it is. Yes, AI has been widely reported to lie. Get this. AI has been widely reported to lie, although this behavior is better understood as AI deception and AI hallucinations. This is distinct from human lying, as it does not involve conscious intent to deceive. Instead, it is a byproduct of how AI is trained and how it operates. Well, that's the key word to me, how it's trained. And it goes back to my first premise. Whoever designed it, these glitches, for lack of a better way to put it, should not be in here. And again, when I was doing research, I was like, man, AI, you gotta go behind it because you'll get false information. But it's saying that this is distinct from human lying. Well, it still can have, its mistakes. But I want to know, what do you guys think? AI is at a point now. I remember when my son was in his, sophomore year of high school, and I was helping him do some homework. At least I call myself doing that. And he had computer work to do because, that's his major. And I'm thinking, you know what? This thing is replacing humans. And then I remember hearing in college the first time is that a lot of people get their term papers done, allegedly by computers. But people, when it comes down to government, how do you feel about that? And could we ever be in a situation where you might have a board meeting and you have X amount of people there, and now the decision is in the hands of a few, and then they finally admit that they got the bulk of their research from AI? How would you feel about that? Because I started saying this about a month ago. I do believe a part of AI is fallen angel technology. And so I can't trust it 100%. Simply because AI is a computer and AI has a brain, so to speak. That's the best way I can put it, has a brain. And we can't see into the spirit realm unless the Lord allows us to do that. So who's to say that when you're referencing material or trying to come up with solutions to things, that a spirit is not guiding this? Look, it might sound off the chain, it might sound off the ball, but I really want you to think. And with my channel, I ask these type of questions, and maybe you've had those type of questions, and it's not so bizarre to you. You think it's bizarre to think that a actual spirit or entity could be guiding the actual thought train of AI? I mean, you can program it to do a lot of things, but a lot of videos, when I search the media, sometimes these things go haywire. Then what? That's the question. So I'm gonna walk down the street. We can look at different things as I'm talking. I can't put it where you can see me, but this is my question. At your job, are you reliant on AI? Are you literally reliant on AI? are you dependent upon AI for everything, or 50%, or the majority of your work that you do? How does that work? And what exactly is the future in terms of your company? Is it getting less human and more computer? Or is it getting more human and less computer? Well, I think I know the answer to the majority of people, in that it's getting to be more computer than less human. And how do you feel about that? You got the computer, you got your cars, arguably the airplane and the car, it's computers. But when it comes down to actual people, and I want to be kind, because I'm not a tech person, but I read just like you do, and I think like God made us, and I am going to ask that question, and that is, do you think that we are at a point in the advancement of our society, whether it's national or international, do you think that we have gotten too dependent upon technology? And do you think it is acceptable for a prime minister, get this, a prime minister of Sweden to literally utilize ChatGPT as a, I guess, a soft advisor? I'm not comfortable with that. At some point, humans have got to go, and they've got to literally take back the reins of gathering information, whether it's for themselves and or for their jobs, and especially for the government. I don't want a computer to have any say-so in governmental activities. If you know about this in any foreign country, let me know. Put it in the chat. I would love to explore that. Again, I was just doodling and I saw this one particular feed, and I was like, wow. Who would ever thought a moment in time where a government would utilize AI? Think about it, AI as a way to make decisions. Are those decisions financial, policy of crime, policy on any aspect? I'm just not comfortable with it. I don't think that it should be referenced at all. I guess the argument can be, well, you put information in there and it's drawing from other situations. Okay, I can see that to a certain extent. But once you get that information, I don't want that to be the ruling and leading. I'd rather have people sit down and hash out old school ways, because, again, it's a computer, it's man-made. At some point, I really feel that there is something in AI that might not be revealed to us, hint, hint, and that as we go deeper in our advancement in using it, whatever that is, and I'm just speculating, whatever it is that's hidden from us, that then can be turned on us. That then can be turned against us. I've just always felt that way. The Bible says that Satan said he wanted to be like the Most High. And this is the way that I can see him rivaling God's creation, because he can't be everywhere. He can't be all-knowing. He can't be all-seeing. However, through AI, through ChatGPT and other advancements, he can disrupt everything now. And I just cannot accept, and will not ever accept, that we literally have a computer as a reference when it comes down to policy. So again, I just wanted to share that with you. If you have any hotel experiences where you walked in and nobody was there, and you basically checked yourself in through a computer, how was that? And if you have anything that's similar, where you walked into a place and everything's computer. I get it, the grocery store, right? It's like that at the grocery store. Self-checkout, Walgreens, CVS, places like that, Walmart, I get it. But now hotels, at some point, people, there's not going to be enough money being generated into the hands of human beings. We can pay basic taxes for, well, basic needs for a city. Streets and sanitation, fire department, police. You understand what I'm saying? If you go too deep with this advancement, then there's going to be less money being generated by human beings. And when you have that, then now you really are at a point where you will surrender more easily to a one world system where they'll say, you know what, we can give you a monthly allowance, right? And now we're at that point where it was said by 2030, right? If that's the actual point, you'll own nothing and be happy, allegedly, right? Well, that's the definition. Less jobs because of AI, less jobs because of advancement, less jobs, less money, and now guess what? You lost your freedom because you can't dictate how much money you can make. You can't dictate really the old school definition of freedom. Freedom has been redefined. What do you think? I literally think in this case, freedom has been defined, has been and is being redefined because of the advancement of technology. Hope I made myself clear. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but just think about what I'm saying. There are layoffs happening every week, every month, every year, and it seems like it's in the plan. And it's like, in order for one company to compete with the other, they're like, you know what? I'm getting more work production out of AI than I am with a human being. Let me fire a slew of people, or I can better have more money for my bottom line in my company by utilizing AI, and I can fire half my staff. I think at some point we got to stop this madness. I'm Fred Shop Pearson. God bless.